Everything you need to know about the credit utilization ratio. Your credit utilization ratio refers to the amount of available credit you're currently using. A high credit utilization ratio, meaning you're close to maxing out your credit cards, can often lower your credit score. Luckily, you can quickly lower your credit utilization ratio in a few ways. Before starting, support the channel by liking this video and subscribing to this channel for future updates. Understanding how credit utilization works, how your credit card usage affects your credit utilization rate, and how to calculate your credit utilization ratio is an important part of managing your credit. Let's take a close look at what credit utilization is, why it's important to keep it low, and how a credit utilization calculator can help you track your debt to credit ratio. What is a credit utilization ratio? Your credit utilization is the ratio of your total credit to your total debt and is usually expressed as a percentage. If your credit utilization ratio is 25%, it means you're using 25% of the credit available to you. If you have a single credit card with a $10,000 credit limit, for example, a credit utilization ratio of 25% indicates you currently have a $2,500 balance. What is a good credit utilization ratio? There isn't a magic number, but it's generally good to keep your credit utilization below 30%. There's no need to constantly track the exact number because it will change every time you make a purchase, but trying not to exceed 30% is a good habit. If you make a large purchase that significantly increases your utilization ratio and don't want to see your credit score drop, your best bet is to pay it off as quickly as possible. Don't wait until your due date. You may be able to avoid having that high utilization reported to the credit bureaus. Keep in mind this quick action probably isn't necessary unless you're applying for credit soon and need to keep the best possible score. How does your credit utilization ratio affect your credit score? Under the FICO scoring model, 5 factors affect your credit score. Each factor makes up a percentage of your total score, as follows. Payment history, 35%. Credit utilization, 30%. Credit history, 15%. Credit mix, 10%. Credit inquiries, 10%. As you can see, the most important factor in your credit score is your payment history, which is why late payments have a huge negative impact on your credit score. Your credit utilization ratio is the second most important factor that affects your credit score. If you are trying to build good credit or work your way up to excellent credit, you're going to want to keep your credit utilization ratio as low as possible. How can you calculate your credit utilization ratio? If you want to calculate your credit utilization ratio, start by adding up all the credit limits on your credit cards. If you don't know your credit limits, you can often find them by logging into your credit card account. Once you've finished adding up your credit limits, start adding up your current credit card balances. Divide your debt by your credit, then multiply that number by 100 to get the percentage of credit you're currently using, also known as your credit utilization ratio. If you'd rather not do the math yourself, many online credit utilization calculators can help speed up this process. You could also sign up for a credit monitoring app that will automatically calculate your credit utilization ratio for you. The Capital One CreditWise app, for example, recalculates your credit utilization ratio every week and lets you know if any changes to your credit utilization ratio have a negative or positive effect on your credit score. CreditWise is free and available to everyone regardless of whether you have a Capital One credit card, so consider adding it to your credit utilization toolkit. How can you lower your credit utilization ratio? Lowering your credit utilization ratio is relatively easy, and it's one of the quickest ways to boost your credit score. Here are 4 ways for you to reduce your debt, increase your available credit, and reap the benefits of a lower credit utilization ratio. Number 4. Pay off your balances. The best way to lower your credit utilization ratio is to pay off your credit card balances. Every dollar you pay off reduces your credit utilization ratio and your total debt, which makes it a win-win scenario. Number 3. Open a balance transfer credit card. If monthly interest charges are making it difficult to make a dent in your balances, you might want to consider a balance transfer credit card. These cards let you transfer and consolidate your outstanding balances onto a single credit card, which often makes it easier to pay down your debt. Number 2. Request a credit limit increase. Another good way to lower your credit utilization ratio is to request a credit limit increase from your credit card issuer. By increasing your credit limit, you'll have more available credit on your account, which will automatically lower your credit utilization ratio. Number 1. Apply for a new credit card. Applying for a new credit card is also a good way to lower your credit utilization ratio. Having multiple credit cards associated with your account increases the amount of credit available to you. And if you don't increase your overall spending, your credit utilization ratio should go down. Plus, getting another card allows you to take advantage of credit card rewards, sign-up bonuses, and other perks associated with the best credit cards on the market. The bottom line: your credit utilization ratio is a major factor in your credit score, so do your best to keep your credit utilization as low as possible. You can use a credit utilization calculator or credit monitoring app to determine your credit utilization rate, or you can do the math by hand. Reducing your credit utilization ratio is an excellent way to boost your credit score. If you have a lot of high balances and late payments on your record, don't worry, it's still possible to turn your credit score around. All you have to do is start making on-time payments every month and begin paying off those balances. As your debt gradually gets smaller, you should see the benefits reflected in your credit utilization ratio and your credit score. Let us know what you think about the list in the comments section below. If you enjoy this video, please like the video and also subscribe to our channel. Thank you.